guys, this is definitely one of my favorite exercises to do. Super good, just building that thickness across the top. More so kind of upper chest, front delts, and then at the top of the movement, the anterior delts just here. Coming down nice and controlled, we're hitting that hole, and we're coming straight back up as hard as we can and as fast as we can, as fast as we can. Grips can vary pretty much. I like to come in a little bit closer just because it locks my lats in a little bit better. I can rotate my shoulders, keep my back nice and straight, my lower back's in tight. So under here, I just prefer to come in closer. Personal preference. Some people like to come out and put their pinkies on the little rings. Basically, it's whatever you feel comfortable in the movement. If I tell you to come in closer, it just feels awkward as fuck, don't do it. If you come out too wide, it feels awkward, don't do it. Just see where your hands naturally lie, and then maybe just get a good lock in. That'd be absolutely fine.
Let's go. Push. Breathe.
I like to sit a little bit further back so I can lean forward into it. Some of the mistakes that I see on lateral raises is people's back is coming backwards. And all that's going to do is going to shift the pressure from the anterior delt to the rear delt at the back. So on this, we're going to counteract that by just sitting a bit further back, leaning a little bit forward. I'm going to come in nice and tight. I'm just going straight up, trying to keep that parallel the whole way through, not forwards, not backwards, exactly straight.
Mind that head.
I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited to bring you guys on another journey, just like last year. Hopefully we can beat last year's condition. Hopefully we can beat last year's journey. Hopefully we can beat last year's content. That's what it's always about, guys, just beating yourself. And I'm confident we can do that together. So drop a like on this video if you're excited as I am. Let's get into transitioning into the on-season. Physique update. Before we get this started, this is where I'm at. 17 or 18 weeks out. Let's see what you think. Let's see what we both think. So, it's not too bad. Definitely white. Definitely still ginger. I think the lats grew. I think the arms grew a little bit. I think the shoulders grew. Definitely the strongest my shoulders have ever been. Definitely feeling bigger, definitely feeling thicker. Obviously, I will be getting a lot leaner, and you will see this physique change. I'm sure if I do the same thumb shot, which is what I was trying to do there, if I can make the same like shot of this when I'm really shredded, maybe like chest hair off, a bit more lean, maybe a little bit of a tan. I really think you'll see the difference in how big I've stayed, because I'm confident in the training that I'm going to be doing and the improvements from last year. It'd be so good to see. Alright guys, before we start this segment of the talk, look where I've got this balance on. I'm gonna balance on here so you guys can see me. This is a stupid idea, don't do it. Let it lean forward. Joking. I'm just gonna talk to the camera, so don't think I'm shouting at you, alright? 6, Right guys, let's talk about transitioning from an off season to an on season. Now, depending on how much body fat you've got, depending on how much weight you need to lose, you either know this from previous stage weights, or you don't know this at all. If you don't know this at all, I would definitely give yourself a minimum, if you're natural, 20 weeks. It might sound like a surprise to you, might sound like it's a long period of time, but that's what it takes. You need a long period of time in a deficit in order to reveal very low body fat and reveal all of your muscles. The reason why I say 20 weeks is because you want to do the longer with more refeeds, more diet breaks, in order to keep the amount of muscle that you currently have. If you're doing a shorter prep, say 12 weeks, you can definitely still get just as lean, i.e. stage lean, but you're going to lose a lot more muscle because the deficit is a lot harsher, the deficit is a lot bigger. Whereas if you're just kind of a couple 300 calories deficit, and you just keep that calorie deficit as you decrease calories, and you lose weight at a very slow weight, you're going to keep more muscle. You're going to have more energy to train, you're going to have more energy to keep the muscle. You still will lose a little bit of muscle along with the fat, but you're going to keep more muscle. I myself did 16 weeks last year. I myself did 18 weeks last year. I definitely think I came in very shredded, very early. Could have been a little bit leaner, but I eased off the gas a little bit, and I see that now in hindsight. At the time, I was just fucked. I didn't monitor a few things like kind of my steps, my daily activities. That just kind of really crashed. I stood around a lot more as I got more tired, whereas now I'll be monitoring that kind of thing to keep the foot on the gas. But this year, I'll be doing a 16 to 17 week cut, depending on which show I go for. And the idea is just to slowly reduce calories, slowly increase cardio. Guys, if you put in a good off season, a very good off season, you shouldn't need to have any, you shouldn't need to suddenly say, okay, I'm dieting now, things need to change. Things should stay exactly the same. You should be dieting on the same foods as you do when you're kind of trying to lose weight. In my opinion, if you're dieting, either bulking or cutting, and you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're not going to enjoy the process, you're not going to get to where you want to go. And that goes for bulking, guys. You need to eat a few foods that you enjoy. Just like cutting, you need to enjoy a few foods that you enjoy. So if you're one of those people that takes 80% clean, 20% cut, 20% dirty diet, that's fine. But you want to keep the ratios the same. You want to just be decreasing the volume of food. The main point is, there is no stop and change. There is no, okay, I'm going for my gain bulk of 6,000 calories, okay, now I need to lose weight, I'm gonna go 2,700 calories. That is not how it works. You need to be decreasing as you were increasing during your bulk. For example, if you're trying to gain weight, what do you need to do, guys? You can go to the video, my last video, and you can hear how to do it. In short, you need to increase the amount of calories that you're eating over time. You need to be focusing more on training and getting stronger over time. What do you need to do if you're gonna lose weight? You need to slowly decrease your calories over time. You need to slowly increase the amount of volume that you're doing. You need to slowly increase the amount of cardio that you're doing, the amount of activity that you're doing, the amount of steps that you're doing. Or you need to be maintaining that and just altering one. Personally, I like to put cardio in just to make myself feel really healthy, and so that I can eat a lot more. If you put your cardio up higher, it gives you the ability to eat a lot more because you're still creating that deficit with cardio. Depending on what your preference is for losing weight, I have clients who just don't have the time to put cardio in. If you're one of those people who doesn't have time to put cardio in, I would recommend that you stick to just lowering your calories. I'll try and not get too low, as you will find yourself in a very easy rebound mode, where you're just craving lots and lots of things, and you're ready just to demolish everything, and that's really not a good place to be, guys. You want to be able to be at a decent amount of calories even when you're stage lean, and that's something that I am subject of. Last year I got down to about 2,100 calories. For someone who's 85 kilos, 6'1", 23 years old, had a very medium activity level, that's pretty damn low, especially as I was doing 45 minutes of cardio every single day. Too low for my liking. This year I know it's going to be higher because I've had a great off season. I've put in the work, I've got my calories as high as they can be physically. Now all I need to do is take that calorie level that's just here and just slowly decrease while slowly increasing the cardio, just creating that deficit. When you transition into off season, you really want to be establishing how much you want to be losing per week. If you're one of those people that's doing a 24-week cut, 28-week cut, a 20-week cut, you probably want to be losing a lot slower than someone on a 12-week cut. For example, if I need to lose 10 kilos and I've got 12 weeks, you know that you need to be losing close to a kilo a week. If you need to be losing 10 kilos and you've got 24 weeks, you know you need to be losing about 0.5, 0.2 in between that range per week. So monitor your gauge, weigh yourself every single day for 7 days, add all those up, divide by 7, so you have the average for the week, and just track that net number, that net average decrease, rather than just daily decreases, because you can fluctuate a lot, being flat, being full, holding water, etc, etc. Hope that makes sense, guys. If you have any questions about transitioning into off-season or on-season, vice versa, please comment down below. I'll answer them in the comments. And if you guys would like me to talk about how you can transition from being super shredded and having really low calories and having lots of cardio to do, and you want to transition into off season without gaining that unwanted fat, which we talk about so much, comment down below and I'll get that video done soon. And yeah, guys, just let me know what you want to hear next. Do you want to see more training? Do you want to see more food? Do you want to see more educational vlogs like this that I can kind of spit some knowledge at you guys? I definitely will be trying to vary it up in the meantime. But for now, I'm enjoying just getting some information out to you guys as I'm doing it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace, everybody.